Hi everyone, I am here with a Bible study. I hope you guys are having a good night. Okay, tonight we are in the book of Psalms. We'll be reading Psalm 19. Our devotion writer is Grace Fox. And Grace Fox picked out the verse 8 to go with her devotion tonight. And verse 8 of Psalm 19, these stupid gnats, says, "The precepts of the Lord are right, giving joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are radiant, giving light to the eyes." Too many fruits in here. When you got fruit, you got gnats. And they'll drive you crazy. Especially with the bananas, I've noticed. Okay, so I'm about ready to start reading her devotion. That ain't how we do things, is it? I'm going to go to Psalms in the Bible here. Psalm 19. It's not too long compared to some of the other Psalms, right? So Psalm 19 is for the director of music, a Psalm of David, one of David's Psalms. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they display knowledge. There is no speech or language where their voice is not heard. Their voice goes out into all the earth, their words to the end of the world. In the heavens he has pitched a tent for the sun, which is like a bridegroom coming forth from his pavilion, like a champion rejoicing to run his course. It rises at one end of the heavens and makes its circuit to the other. Nothing is hidden from its nothing is hidden from its heat. The law of the Lord is perfect, reviving the soul. The statutes of the Lord are trustworthy, making wise the simple. The precepts of the Lord are right. The commands of the Lord are radiant, giving light to the eyes. The fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. The ordinances of the Lord are sure and altogether righteous. They are more precious than gold, than much pure gold. They are sweeter than honey from the comb. By them is your servant warned. In keeping them there is great reward. Who can discern his errors? Forgive my hidden faults. Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then will I be blameless, innocent of great transgression. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. All right, and that was Psalm 19. Okay, so now let's read Grace's devotion. She says, several intersections with traffic lights interrupt a section of the freeway along my husband's commute. Cars travel at 60 miles per hour on that freeway, so authorities have placed speed reduction signs along the road prior to the first intersection. Drivers obey the slow down message because they understand the potential for accidents. They know the traffic laws are meant to protect, not impede their journey. Just as authorities have established traffic rules to protect us, so Jesus gave rules designed to guard our well-being. For instance, his command to forgive our offenders protects us from bitterness and ensures God's forgiveness toward us. Luke 6:37. His command to love others as he loves us prevents us from becoming self-centered creatures. John 15:12-13. His command to remain connected to him as the grapevine remains connected to the branch means we'll avoid the emptiness of an unfaithful life. John 15:4-6. Our human nature tends to chafe when we're given rules. It may tell us that commands hamper our fun and hinder our independence, but that's a lie. Jesus didn't invent rules to make us miserable. He gave them to ensure our well-being and bring joy to us. Obeying Jesus' commands helps us avoid the pitfalls of sin, and that's cause for joy in itself. We also experience joy when we reap the benefits of obedience, such as a clear conscience, but there's more. Obedience demonstrates our love for Jesus. Surrounding to his ways proves that we trust him and naturally deepens intimacy with him. John 15:9-11. His rules are designed to protect us on our journey through life, and nothing produces more joy than obeying them. And Grace's homework for you is, ask Jesus to make you willing and able to obey his commands. Okay guys, our next Bible study will be in the book of Proverbs, Proverbs chapter 4. Okay, and animal devotion. Everybody choose an animal. Choose an animal.
Squirrel.
You guys? This story, this devotion is by Lucy H. Chambers. 2 Corinthians 12:10 is the Bible verse. This is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weakness, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong. And this devotion is called Peaked by Problems. I had a powerful cat named Tarzan. Cat! Snow White. What? What'd you say? Snow White and sleek. He was fearless. He dozed in the dappled sunlight under a big oak, and the blue jays and other birds gave our yard a wide berth. Then Tarzan had an accident. A car hit him and broke his leg. Oh.
Now he's a squirrel.
No. When it healed, nerve damage left him lame. He couldn't run or hunt as he had before. Now more than ever, he wanted to relax in the sunshine. Yeah, the heat probably feels good on his bones. The blue jays saw he was wounded. Smart birds, eh? They came back and began pecking at him. How freaking rude. Came pecking at the cat. Can't he still swipe these arms at him? At them? That's ridiculous. For a few days, I kept rushing out to shoo them away, but Tarzan didn't panic. He walked around the yard, dragging his lame leg until the blue jays came closer. Then he leaned back on his good leg, leaped up, and caught one. feathers flew, and soon Tarzan napped contently under the tree. He's saying, now what? Peck at me, will you? How often do I blame setbacks for keeping me from living that life that I desire? When I see Tarzan keeping the blue jays at bay, I remember that everything that happens can be used for good. Yes, others may torment me, and old ways of coping may not work anymore. My strength will fail, but my weakness offers opportunities to draw closer to God, who will provide me new understanding and new ways to deal with the insistent pecking of life's challenges, and we all know there's plenty of them. Dear Creator, life knocks me down in so many ways. Problems arise just when I feel the least able to cope. But when I am weak, you are strong. When I feel damaged, help me trust that you will reveal a path forward that brings me closer to you. Grant me strength to face each day just as I am, and grace to bask in the warmth of your love. Amen. Amen. Okay, our next animal devotion doesn't say what the animal is either, so mark that there, and we'll do our little devotion and we'll be done. Okay, this one, let's see, this one is called When Life is Too Big. 1 Kings 3, 4 through 14. And this verse, 1 Kings 3, 7. Now, Lord, my God, you have made your servant king in place of my father, David. But I am only a little child and do not know how to carry out my duties. And let's begin. As a young man, Jimmy Carter was a junior officer in the U.S. Navy. He was deeply impacted by an Admiral Hyman Rickover, the mastermind of the U.S. nuclear submarine fleet. Shortly after Carter's inauguration as 39th President of the United States, he invited Rickover to the White House for lunch, where this admiral presented Carter with a plaque that read, "O God, thy sea is so great and my boat is so small that prayer is a useful perspective on the size and complexity of life and our inability to manage it on our own." Solomon, too, knew that life could be overwhelming. When he succeeded his father, David, as king of Israel, he confessed his weakness to God, saying, "Now, Lord my God, you have made your servant king in place of my father David, but I am only a little child and do not know how to carry out my duties." 1 Kings 3:7. As a result, he asked for the wisdom to lead in a way that would please God and help others. Verse 9. Is life feeling too big for you? There may not be easy answers to the challenges you are facing, but God promises that if you ask for wisdom, he will grant it. James 1:5. You don't have to face the overwhelming challenges of life alone. Recognizing our own smallness can cause us to embrace God's greatness. Amen. All right, guys, the next one is called Abide with Me. That's in Hebrews. All right. So that was everything for tonight's Bible study. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow night with another Bible study. Bye guys. God bless.